Morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. So I'm just moving my chair. You can see I've got a whole pile of stuff here and we are revealing the new prompt, which is English paper piecing. Hexies, or there's other shapes, there's diamond ones, there's all kinds of shapes with English paper piecing. So I know that some people have already done the hexies on their piece. So maybe you have a template for a different type of English paper piecing, or you could draw it, or you could download one from Pinterest maybe and cut yourself out a template and do a different shape if you've already done this shape. I haven't put any of this on yet, so I'm excited to do that. And I wanted to show you the original one that I started, and I'm going to do mine like this. So let me just move my pile and bring up the original one that I had started, that I eventually will finish one day because I love it. Now let me see, where did I, oh here, this is what I did. This is what I'm going to do, this type of thing. So that's my inspiration. I'm inspired by myself. Silly. But anyway, I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to do raw edge hexies. So technically not very English paper piecing, but I want to do raw edge ones. And I've got a variety of things, and I've got lots of little areas where I can do that sort of thing. So I've got my piece here, but I'll put it on the back of the chair. Let's sit down and start making selections and choose a size. I could do all different sizes because I've got these templates here, you see. I don't need the papers. Sarah will probably show you, or I think she might have already, no, they were yo-yos. She'll probably show you how to do them if you don't know how to do them. Basically, let me grab one. That's not one. You grab your piece, you put it on your fabric, on the reverse side of your fabric, and you, oh, that's pretty, and you draw around the outside and you draw around the inside. And then, or you have papers, pre-bought papers, like, oh, I cut those out. If you don't have the bought papers, you put it on like a slightly stronger paper and you draw around inside and cut it out. You have your lines on there. I can even draw it actually because it doesn't really matter. It's the reverse side. I'll show you. So you draw around like this. You then draw around the inside for the paper, place the paper and fold over the edges and stitch them down, and they end up looking like this. I think these ones are too small for my piece, but I'll keep them out just in case. And I did do those on videos, I can't remember in what video, and I'm actually really liking that piece, so that might become one, but I don't think I want them that size. I think I prefer the other size. So here's maybe this template. Oh, that's a bit small, you see. That one's good. So I could, oh no, I need to place it a bit better. So I could draw it there. And will I draw on the inside or the outside? I do like the mini ones too. We might have some bigger ones and some mini ones. So then I'm going to grab my scissors. I've got lots of lines on here now, so it's confusing me. Cut around there. That's it, because I wanted to capture the flowers. Look, and mine's going to be raw edge, and I'm not worried about anything fraying because I like that look. So let's do, which one did I use? This one. Leave those over there because I'm going to get confused. I'm going to do a few this size. It's a bit bigger than those, but maybe I want them that size. And I brought out a variety of things. So for example, I might capture that. This is the reverse. So let's capture that. Might Oh no, I use a pencil. I don't know where my Frickson pen is. Do I have another one? Oh, I have another one. Let's use that. Doesn't really matter. I'm doing it on the reverse side. Let's put my mat underneath, because it will just go a little bit better. So some of you will have received this and thinking, what will I do with that? Well, here you go. Here's an idea. In some of my packs, that's really pretty. I'm just going to prepare a whole lot, and then we can just decide what to do with them. And should I decide not to use them, for example, I can always take the next one down that fits and draw the inside. I don't know, it's not that one. They're in a bit of a mess now, but you take the next one down and it can fit in there, and then so then I can draw the inside, and then I can do proper paper piecing. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. So inside, and I will have them around my piece in different areas. We'll work on one area because there's only so much we can do in a video. Very loose weave linen, this one. Now that piece can be used in something, so I'll just trim that. That will go into my scrap drawer and I can use that somewhere. So not technically English paper piecing, because I'm not paper piecing anything, but inspired by. That I may fussy cut out and put somewhere. Just a minute. And it may go on one of these. Go on something, so I'll put that over there. I did pull this one out. I've got quite a few of these. I thought that could be nice. Let's see. This is the one. No, that's not the. Oh well, see, that's the outside. Oh, it is. Look. So technically I could draw, but I'll draw around this one because that's that's pretty, isn't it? There. So. I don't want them to all be embroideries, just a selection, but as you know, the thing is big, so I'm going to be putting them in multiple areas, so I probably need to prepare quite a few bits. So this I'll cut down like that so it's not too weird. It's a shame you can't keep everything, but I mean, like, I like that little bit there where the cut work's been done. But you have to make a choice. Beautiful. Oh, I thought these are good for this too. So that's the reverse. This is the reverse side. Can I fit that one in? About there. Maybe I won't use that one. That would be a nice little pocket for something too, so I won't use that. So notice that this one I kept it quite neutral. I think today we'll do that, or maybe little bits of colour here and there. I did pull this out. I'd like to have that. I have no worries about doing, cutting this one up because I have a lot of these little squares, like a lot. I have quite a few, so I don't mind using one. It's also going on something that I'm keeping, so there's that as well, like using up these things that you really like. is if you're making something for yourself, especially that you're not selling, then why not? And I've got quite a few of these. I could get quite a lot out of that one. I definitely want that. I'm not being too concerned about what direction I put it, because they're going to just go in every direction. And then should I have another one? I could. See how they turn out. Don't want to lose those little bits. They can be appliqued onto things. They can be used. Okay, so, and even that little piece can be used, so I'll cut that in such a way that I get to keep it. See, that can be used. Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. It's funny how all of a sudden you get an itch. Such a neat back too, isn't it? So how is everyone today? Boy, I just got cracking right into it. Oh, I think I like this piece. Look at that. Get the element of surprise as well by working on the reverse side and then hopping, flipping it over, and then, oh, what did I get? Lovely. Of course, you can do this same thing and do the turning if you want to. That might be a fussy cutting out one. I think that might be machine done, but I still thought it was pretty. The colors are pretty. And I'm only using the tip of the iceberg of these embroideries. Go on something. Oh, I thought I'd have this here. I love this. So that's going to be, and hopefully I'll fit another one. Not too concerned whether it's centered or not. We're not being too fussed. And I'll have that one there as one of my plain ones. And can I fit another one? Oh yes, just. I can. Yeah, I think I might have decided I'm going to just keep them all this size. So also I want to do some hemp ones. I don't know what hemp I've got near me. I may have to go and pull some out from somewhere. But you're not going to be turning over the hemp, because the hemp is, I can use that. Maybe not that. The hemp is can be very stiff. So yeah, you're not going to be doing English paper piecing with hemp unless it's a soft one, which does happen occasionally. So I want to go through the variety of choices of fabrics, and then we'll start working on it. But I may need to cut more. Keep that. That's a lovely piece that I can put somewhere. I put my video up yesterday for those who didn't see of when I went to Milan in the shop. It's a great shop. I don't think I've seen many quilt shops as wonderful as that one on my travels to Australia or here. I do love Thread Botanica in Mittagong. It's lovely, lovely shop. But this one is big and really quite amazing. Okay, so I have pulled out things that I probably won't use. I mean, you can use all these types of fabrics. Let's see, this is just a vintage French, I think, or it could be English, I'm not sure. Keep that edge. So a nice thing about these templates too is you can position things. Okay, we'll just do one. I'm not doing that. Just sorry, I'm just going to go through the pile here. Don't need all of these. I'll put that aside. Oh, that's lace. I'll put those all aside. I might need those after. I think they're a bit chunky. That should go in my scrap drawer. Oh wait, look what I found. I'm going to have a piece of that. That's similar to the one we did, the first one, even though it's linen. See, all of these are really pretty. I'll put them aside because I'm wanting to be a little bit more neutral, I think, at the moment. These are all just little bits I got from the sewing bar. See, that's really pretty. It might be too strong for my piece. I love that. It might be too strong. So I'm going to keep going past those. You can't see what I'm looking at for the moment. Good to use up these bits. I wanted some script. I've got some script here somewhere. I thought script would be nice. I think I'll cut 2 out of that. And oh, there's a bit here. Put that aside. So I'm just going to go through. That's a possibility. I'll keep these ones out. That's just cotton. I don't want those. What's on here? Oh, okay. There's some good bits on here. So we'll keep this. We'll get some neutrals from that too. Probably not that. Put that away. Don't need those. Oh, here we go. Here's some bits. We'll look at those. Don't want to cut into that one. I probably wouldn't mind. That's a tilde. I probably wouldn't mind a bit of that. Oh, nice piece of blue linen. That could be good. Let's just make some choices and then I can get cracking. Love that. I'll probably do one in that. Oh, script. Nice piece of script there. We'll look into that. Oh, that would be beautiful as well, but I can't do them all, can I? I've got to make choices. Oh, here's some linen. Here's a nice piece of linen. I thought I could get a little bit out of that because that's a silly piece of fabric. Script. Oh, that's some embroidery that I thought I could add to something. I wanted to do one out of that or 2. This is just all the stuff that was just shoved over here on the side that really needs a tidy up. That's a good piece. And then I'm going to go and grab some. I don't have to get up, but I'm going to grab some. I've got a piece of linen here. I prefer hemp. I think I'll get hemp. I love these. I bought these in Milan. I think I've showed you these before because I've used them. I bought these in Milan, so I might have a few out of those. I'm just going to cut a whole lot because the piece is big and we need things. We need many things. So I'm going to cut this one. These scraps, I probably cut more into the scraps than the slightly bigger piece. I think that's probably a better idea. What have I got there? Oh, that's pretty. We'll keep that. Mix of linens, mix of cottons. What else is there? Well, any of that is good, really. I'm just going to cut them all. I was trying to avoid pausing the video, but maybe I should pause it because this is going to take a minute to cut all my pieces. But you've seen the things that I'm choosing. We'll cut these, see what we get here, because we're going to have the element of surprise. But I want a whole lot, because if I then don't use them in this project, as I said, I can get the template that the exterior is that measurement and then draw in the smaller interior, and I can make them into actual paper pieced hexies. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Nice way to use up your scraps too. If you've got lots of scraps, although this is a quite decent size scrap, you could do plenty with it. So I'm going to take, I don't like the funny shapes, so I'm just going to snip that off. And I'll keep that piece of fabric. I was going to say paper because you can use it. it's just hard to throw them out because you can use them. And so you end up with all this stuff, which is why these projects are good to use them up a little bit. And then that's another piece I can use. Put that over there. Okay, good, got some good script there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pause the video and I'm going to cut more. And then I'm back. I've been cutting for quite a while. You'll see those in a minute. Let's just choose. I've got to move everything out of the way because I'll start sweeping it all up with my piece. I'm in a big mess now. So I want to choose an area where I've left spaces for things to happen, if that makes sense. Let's see here. We'll start over here in the bottom left hand corner. Yes, you can see. Oh, my hexes have already flipped everywhere. I'm just going to grab them. I've got a nice pile. I've still got some fabrics I can cut out, but I thought no, I'm just going to stop because it could go on forever. The cutting is a form of procrastination. Got a nice pile here. So, for example, you know, this is an area that could have some stitching, but you could also have hexes. I mean, they will probably end up going all over the place. Just having a little look here, what I've got going on. I mean, look at that. So you could just have one or two. But then, oh, then I would put them, can you see that? Sideways. But no, I don't think will I put them there? Maybe like that. And then I would like them to go next to each other like they were actually pieced, is my thought. See, I'm going to have probably binding going over there. So that, I mean, I like that there, but they're not going to work. I could cut them smaller. I've also got this area down here. We'll move to a bigger area in a minute. I have this area down here. So maybe I don't want to cover everything up because I like what I've put down, but I could have something like that. No, I could have that. Anyway, let's go to a bigger area. Just giving you food for thought. Probably if I'd chosen hexes that were a bit smaller, I'd probably fare a little bit better. I do want to do with you guys a larger expanse. See, I don't want to cover all that up. I could go here, this area. Why don't we do, I don't want to cover all of that lovely fabric that my sister gave me, but we could slot that in and have a three. We could have a threesome. Excuse me. I had to say it, sorry. And I don't mind even coming over that. I quite like that, but I want to see, I need to audition. So one that's not convincing me here is this one. I may want to go brighter. Yeah, I want something that stands out a bit more. But let me just, look at that, isn't that pretty? So these are some of the ones that I've done. I could also have a more scripty-do one. It's not brighter. No, I like the bright one. Can't unsee it, you see. Once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. I quite like that. But this has scope for things to happen on it. So that one's beige. I don't want that. I could have something like that one. I do really like that too. Oh, we've got the cross stitch there. So no, I don't want that one. That's quite dark. That's dark. You see, I could use it on that side. These are all darker. Aren't they cool? We do have other embroidery. I don't want to use all my embroideries in one spot. Now that is really pretty. I think I'm going to go with that one. You see, you do need to audition. Now, Pam from Pandora's Junk Journals gave me... I brought them over now. Where have they gone? Here. These. Because I can't find mine. I've tidied up, you see, and I don't know where they are. I can't open them, Pam. Oh, I see they've got sticky tape. They are the quilting safety pins, and I'm going to put those in so I don't have to worry about pins falling out everywhere. They're the curved ones, so you slide them in, but I have to be careful because I know my piece is folded. And this is I'm really happy with this, so we're going to pin that one. Oh my gosh, they're chunky. They're big ones. Mine were smaller than these. Okay, that's going to go there. We'll pin that one there. I'll take the pins out and move them closer if I feel like I haven't positioned them very well. Let's see, like that. But at least I don't have to worry about them falling out, because we probably won't stitch these today. Or maybe we will. This is only a small amount that I need to do. I could get that done in a video, couldn't I? Put that in. And that's sort of completing that area. Oh, I'm going through something. I think this, I don't know how they did that embroidery. It's quite a tight weave. It's quite hard. It's resisting the needle this. Okay, right. Let's head over to another area. I know I had some areas that I'd left quite a bit of space for things to happen, like here. But again, I think I'll only fit 3. Let's see. Oh, I still haven't finished that thrift. I forgot about that. Let's just have a look here and see what might happen if we want some there. I don't want them everywhere, but I will have a few hexies flying around. Could have an embroidery. Let's start. I also don't want to cover all of that. Where's my hole? I kept my hole. It's a bit dirty. I would flip it over to the other side. I think I'm going a bit dark here. We don't have any script, so we could have some script. Let's put that up and have that like that. Of course, you could do the traditional sort of more floral design, but I'm not. I'm having them. I would love to fit one more, so we can move this over, because that's kind of a dominant feature, so we can cover some of that up there. And I'm quite liking this. And what I will have to do is probably go and have a look at it at a distance too, just to make sure that it's working. Don't want any of that cross stitch, because that, I think that's from a similar, I don't think it's from the same one, but I think it's from a similar one. I do like this. Now, I'm loving that, but I need to not cover that, so I've got to make this work. So I'm going to bring them a bit further. I don't want to line things up either. I have a thing about that. Don't want anything lined up. There we go. And that fits nice. Oh, I really do like that. Really happy with that. Okay, pins, safety pins, come my way. Right. Fabulous. Don't stab yourself, because these are whoppers. Going through lots of layers here. Oi. Do this one. You can overlap them just a tiny bit. You know me, I don't like doing things the way they're supposed to be done. Can't help myself. Can I get the pin in? Oh, Pam, they are tough. They're really chunky. I must find I've got smaller ones too, which would probably be better for these little pieces. It's because these are little pieces that they really probably need smaller safety pins, but it is what it is. It's going to go there. And then I want to find a bigger area that I need to fill. And I think that more of these will be added as I go. But I think I'm loving the colours of that. Oh, come on. Oi. So of course you can do this same thing and do it the proper way, like with the paper and everything, and stitch them and then put them on. I'm just wanting to have raw edges. It's just a thing for me. Okay, that's that one. Let's find another area. We'll do one more area, but there will be other areas, but we'll do one more. And this is getting nice and full, and all it needs now then is stitching. Now I could do what about here? I've been wondering, what did I want to do here? I'm thinking this is going to be a good spot to do a nice expansive one where lots of things can happen. So I've got no fabric under there, and let's have a look at this. Good thing I got cut lots out because I've got options. Okay, I'll start with this one. Where's my hole? I want the hole. I don't like the dirty side. I love the rust there though. I can see rust. That will iron. I'll iron that and that will come off. I think I might need to have this one here because we've got the lovely blue happening. You know what I mean. Let's put this one. And I can move them around. I'm just having a play for the moment. I may need to slide them over, reposition. That one. We're coming down in this direction, so let's just come up. We're going to go sweep down like this, I think. I've been dying to do this, because I did it on my other one, and I really wanted to do it on this one as well. We use that over there, so I'm going to keep that for a different area. No, I've got to use that one. I kind of like that one. I'm not going to use the ticking again. Oh, it's a different ticking, but I'm not going to use ticking again. Actually, I've got some more over here. Just a minute. This is pretty. That's a tilde. I could even come down here as well with one. I could have something like, I use that over there though, but I can cut more. It's not very far away. We might have another light coloured one. And then one there. No, don't want that colour. I'd love to fit one in there to go off a little bit, because I don't want it to be too regular. So I could maybe squeeze one in there, maybe. That's the same, similar to that. Don't want that one. Gosh, I love this fabric. Is this a tilde fabric? I absolutely love that fabric. Do I want that more in? Oh, I like that. Maybe put that. Let's have that up there. I need to sort of adjust where they're sitting. Not sure. It's not exactly how I wanted it coming down like that. But of course the space limits you. I think I would have to then go and lay this on the floor and see how it's looking. No, I think I've got too much going on there. That was a good one. And I might have too much colour. Okay, let's start again. Don't freak out. See, I like that. Okay, well maybe I'll have less. I thought I might have more, but I might have less. That one. And then I feel like I need one more. Something like that. You don't want to, you know, just settle for anything. You want to be happy with it. Not that one. Might turn it a little bit more at an angle. 2, that's what I would like to see, a bit more of an angle. Yes. Moving itself down in this, that's it. Turning it at an angle. So I'd love to have one off to the side. Okay, and maybe just one more, something like that. Look at that one. That's an ant, or I like that one. So you've got to audition, guys, because otherwise you're not pulling out what you feel is the best. See, this is another that I like. That's too many. That's one too many. It's quite nice though. Oh no, I think I'll stick with that one. Let's see. I'm not going to audition anymore because otherwise we'll never get anywhere. But what I need to do is very slightly bring it over a little bit so I can fit the other one in. So it's an exercise in maneuvering pieces of fabric around there. And don't worry about the plain ones because things are going to happen to those. So I think what I'll do now, oh, still covering the little bird. Well, I can move it up a little bit. I told you it was an exercise in maneuvering fabrics. Oh well, it's just it's going right into the bot of the bird, the tail of the bird. Okay. I liked it down more. Okay, I'm going to remaneuver that down. I liked it down more. I'm going to just overcast stitch it on. I might use actually Roberta's Aurifil one. I have to use it double because it's so fine. It just slips out of my needle every 5 seconds. So I'm just going to maneuver these a little bit so they fit better. And I mean, they can come down over to here. I do need to put a bow on the joy. But I'm really happy with that. And then I'm just going to do a little overcast stitch to stitch them down. And then we're going to have a play with them. So I wanted you to see that part. So I'm going to pause the video and then I'll be back. Hey guys, boy, that was the struggle was real. Let me just have a sip of coffee because I need it. Stitching them on was not easy. They were wiggling all over the place and getting them to meet, and oh my goodness, I worked up a sweat. And I'm late. Sarah's going to have to post first. So what's going to happen next? Well, I'm going to do a little bit of things on them, but not all of them. So let me have a think. I'm going to put a lace on one, but I don't know that I've got the right thing near me, but let's just, this could be good. A piece of this. Let's have a look. Sort of don't want to cover whatever I decide to put it on. I don't want to cover it all up. I want something sort of loose that you can kind of see through. Does that make sense? Oh gosh, I feel flustered now because I'm late and I need to be doing other things, and it took me longer than I anticipated. You never know which is the right side on those. No, don't like that. Okay. That one's too chunky. This one is, I think, too ecru. No. Like on my other one, I wanted to do, I think I might do them some little sprigs like I did on my other one. So and draw them on. And they'll take a little while to do. So this will be stem stitch or just back stitch, whichever, whatever. And then I'll do satin stitch. I'll do one just to show you. But I'm not going to stay in the confine of this one. That's a bit small. Hexie. I'm going to have a couple coming over onto this one. Just two, I think. Like that. I need to find a lace, I really do. It's going to drive me mad. Oh, now let's have a look at this one. I might put that, let's just trim it off into a sort of hexy shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I might put that on there and then embroider those over the top. Although that's taking away the whiteness of that, which I don't like. So I'm thinking I might put it over here. It's taking away the grey of that. It is nice on there. So I might make it a little bit, just put a little piece on, because I don't want to cover my hole, and just have a little piece of it. Could even have the lace coming over both of those. No, I'm going to put it on there. So that's going to go on there. And could we have a piece of that like that, or here? No. Okay, well, we've got one bit on and we've done a little bit of drawing. Just trying to see what I've got in my drawer here. I clearly don't have the same stuff as what I had, which was perfect. That's too dark. No, I need to find something else. Oh. This piece could be beautiful on it. Let's see. Still not the same feel as the other one. The other one was more open and loose, and you could really see what was happening in the background. I've got a bag of lace down here, just a minute, that I've never put away. Let's see what's here. Anything here? See, something like that. That's quite good. But if I put those straighter edges there and had that, I even like that it comes off, so I like that. I'm going to lock that in. Around some of them, I'm going to do this kind of stitching around a few of them, and I'm going to do these little sprigs. I'm probably not going to get done. This is the lace that I'm looking for. I want something like that. That's what I want. But this is super pretty. I could have a little piece of this. Let's see. It's a bit more open, so you can see more what's happening in the background. I guess I lose the hexiness of things there. Maybe I prefer it over here. Oh, I think I do. No, I think we're going to lose that piece. That can go on something else, not a problem. I think I'm going to trim this down. I'm just going to bring that flower down. I'll keep that. I'll take this bit off. Let's see how that is, because it doesn't cover all of my mattress sticking, but it does add some nice texture into the hexie. Now my issue is I would then really need to stitch those on before I did anything else. And I'm getting, time is a ticking. What is this piece? Oh, I quite like that on there. So eyeballing, snip and snip and snip. Boy, do I have to tidy up now. I've made a big mess here. I pulled everything out. I'm going to have this, stitch that right off it. You know what, next week I'll stitch this on. I will do a little bit of this and some work on here. There'll be next week's prompt, but I think that I can also do a little bit of work on this. Now let's just cut one of these off. Love this sort of thing. I don't really want to go too bonkers, but could we have that there? I think that's the type of thing I would pin on and then come back to it and make a decision, but I quite like that. I can still see the lovely fabric behind it. But I kind of need to walk away and have a look. I'm not sure that I like it. Oh wait, no, wait a minute. I had also, just a minute, I'm going to take that off. That can go somewhere else. Could go there. It could actually go there. I'm going to pin it there for the moment. Don't have anything happening here, so it might go there, might not. I also had, now hopefully I can find them. I did try to, oh, here we go. I put them up here. I have little embroideries. Sort of, yeah. So I could put a little embroidery like that. Is it getting too busy? Probably. Mum, what do you say? Mum will say it's too busy. I like it on there. Put it on sideways. I do like it on there. Okay, that's going on there. No, I don't know. Is it, maybe it might be better up here. No. Oh, I could cut away some more. That there. What else did I have here? I had that little one. I don't think I'll use that here. I might use that somewhere else. That can go somewhere else. And then I could cut out little ones of these. Let's see. Just have something little. This is a very long video with no stitching. But you know, it's more, sometimes it's more important the ideas. I'm not doing flashy stitching a lot of the time. It's just, oh, I don't mind that. I think it's getting too busy. I think I need to know when to stop, so I'm not going to put that on. I think that's it. I might even take the purple flower off. I'm going to take the purple flower off and come back to it when I've stitched everything down. I'm also going to take that off because I'm not sure about that. I feel like that could go somewhere else, really as a little space, sort of filler somewhere else. So I'll put that over there. But those are my hexies. That's what's going to happen. So I'll bring you back to these ones. This is, see, look how good this, oh, I've cut the, on this one, I've cut the hexie out and I've left the tail on. I've left the border on the doily and I've had it come over. Oh, that was clever of me. I've had it come over the top of a hemp doily, not doily, hexie. So I've used all little bits of embroideries on these, and even that one, you see I left the edge. So I positioned it and left the edge. I really wasn't confident sewing at that time, but I'm happy with that. Cute little bee. I could do a little bee on something. So I'm going to pull back a little bit and stitch them down and then make those decisions. These ones are a little bit more colourful than those ones were. I sort of feel like this one here needs a nice like aquary, sort of turquoisey, pale turquoisey blue around it or something. And these are going to be pale pink like I did, some sort of pink like I did in the other ones. I could thread paint that, but I'm not going to. Stitch these on and choose a few that I'm going to do the sort of loose satin stitch around them, just to help them stand out a bit, and then I can make other decisions if I want to add something else afterwards. But I'm pretty happy with that. And then we also added these. I love these. These are some of my almost my favorites. I'm going to stitch those on, and then we put them somewhere else. We put a couple over here, and I love those. I had forgotten about those already, but I love the positioning of those as well. For example, well, we've got things that I like that. Okay, let's just pin that nearby so we remember. There you go. That's a good thing I didn't put it on the other one. It's going to go there. And I'll go ahead and add more as I go, because I think I'm going to have these everywhere on it, sort of thing. They're good space fillers, and you get lovely amount of fabrics in there. I mean, isn't that just glorious? I love that. Now what I will say, when I was stitching them on, I had them all pinned, and it was a bit of a nightmare. I'd stitch on the underneath one, then stitch that one on, then I'll come and put that one on, and then that one, sort of thing, or vice versa. I tried to stitch them all on while they were pinned on, and I can't tell you, it was fiddly and a nightmare, and I was pulling them, and then I was worried about them bunching up. It was a bit of a shocker, really. So yeah, probably better just to stitch on the first one, then the next one, and so forth. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you. Have fun with the prompt. If you've already done the hexes, you could possibly think about doing a different shape. I'm sure you can get a template off Pinterest, and you're not selling it, so don't worry about it. And just cut your paper and then do the shapes. And yeah, so have fun, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.